Straight ahead on 12 News, the dangers facing ambulance drivers, and a reminder for others on the road to be aware of their surroundings. Plus, the devastation due to Hurricane Matthew and the Golden Valley Relief Organization that's stepping in to help. And later, we'll meet a priest who's given marathon running his blessing. 12 News starts right now. Hello and thanks for joining us. Crystal police are asking drivers to pay attention to ambulances and other emergency vehicles.
Now, officials say their lives are put in danger every day because some motorists fail to yield during emergencies. Reporter Sonia Goins has more.
There's a big, huge ambulance behind this person with lights and sirens going.
This squad video from Crystal Police shows an ambulance traveling eastbound on County Road 81. And although the lights are on, the vehicle in front fails to yield.
They just didn't see the ambulance behind them. You know, they probably were just so in tune to what they're doing, or they weren't aware of anything else that was going on around them.
The North Memorial ambulance crew was transporting a patient who was drifting in and out of consciousness, so time was of the essence.
In situations like this where the patient is critical, yes, it absolutely matters.
The motorist drove for at least a quarter of a mile before pulling over.
It's putting the crew at risk. We're trying to deliver emergency care to that patient and back, and it's putting the driver who isn't yielding and other drivers on the road at risk.
Both police and ambulance crews say they often have to decide whether to pass a driver who fails to yield.
When they go by a vehicle, they don't know if that person knows they're there or not.
The motorist could decide to pull over at the last minute,
which could mean swerving in front of the response vehicle or swerving into another lane and hitting another vehicle and causing an accident.
Officials say drivers need to pay attention to their surroundings, and when they see red lights and sirens, move over.
It is a lot, and I get that people don't see things going on around them, but they really need to maybe cut down the music, put the phone aside.
In Crystal, Sonia Goins, 12 News.
In this case, the driver was issued a ticket for failure to yield to emergency vehicles, but statistics from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration show there were more than 5,700 motor vehicle crashes involving ambulances nationwide in 2013.
Drivers headed west on Interstate 94 will encounter congestion and delays this weekend. Crews will be doing work on a new Highway 610 bridge crossing I-94 in Maple Grove. The work will require lane closures between 95th Avenue and Highway 101. There will only be a single lane available through the weekend on westbound 94 through that stretch. Eastbound 94 traffic will not be restricted.
As Hurricane Matthew continues to cause flooding and destruction, an organization in the Northwest Metro is getting ready to help out. As Eric Nelson reports, the Golden Valley-based group is sending people to Haiti, where things are especially bleak.
This is probably the largest humanitarian disaster that Haiti has seen since the earthquake.
Hurricane Matthew has thrown a haymaker at Haiti. According to multiple media reports, the storm's powerful punch has left more than 800 dead and thousands homeless.
People living in makeshift housing a week ago was overwhelming. Now, you have thousands and thousands of people who are displaced and they have no access to shelter or supplies for those shelters.
Because of the hurricane, Headwaters Relief has sprung into action.
So right now we're having some people put together activity kits for the kids.
The Golden Valley-based organization is sending a dozen volunteers to Haiti. They are busy packing food, water, supplies, and hygiene kits, and will bring these items to the battered island on Wednesday.
People are cut off from access to the markets and to water or to food, medical. It makes it a really dire situation.
Just seeing the difference you're making in one person's life, that's incredible.
The volunteers will also provide emotional support, especially to kids who have been traumatized by this catastrophic hurricane.
It is always overwhelming to see that type of experience firsthand.
Haiti, of course, is still reeling from the 2010 earthquake and Hurricane Sandy in 2012. Roads are destroyed, bridges are out. Cholera and Zika are real threats. Headwaters says getting things back to normal will be a time-consuming effort.
Once we get past this initial blow in Haiti and in Florida, there's going to be a need to rebuild. Individuals can contribute their time, organizations can contribute their time, money, labor.
In Golden Valley, I'm Eric Nelson, Channel 12 News.
And if you'd like to help donate to Hurricane Matthew relief in Haiti, supplies can be dropped off at the Headwaters offices. That's at 9400 Golden Valley Road. And we'll have more information on our website. That's 12.tv.
Rush Creek Golf Club in Maple Grove is back open for a few more fall days. You might remember flooding had closed the course for about 2 weeks. Now this is what the course looks like today on Friday. This is what it looked like at the end of September. Because of the flooding, Rush Creek lost tens of thousands of dollars in green fees and restoration costs. 2 new stores that are the first of their kind in the metro area opened their doors on Friday morning. 5 Below stores opened in both Brooklyn Center and in Maple Grove. In each store, everything is priced under $5.
We have like 10 worlds. We have from yoga to toys, a humongous tech department. I mean, those headphones, those speakers, I mean, they're like our top selling products. And our candy department's like to die for.
There are plans for other 5 Below stores in Minnesota. The first 5 Below opened in St. Cloud. That was 2 weeks ago.
Some New Hope students got a lesson in courage from some people who know a lot about it.
If you see somebody that's picked on and you think they're getting a bad job, you don't have to get into the fight yourself, but at least you can find somebody who can take care of the situation.
Robert Maxwell described courage in a way a young student can understand. He and Roger Donyan are both Medal of Honor recipients. That's the nation's highest military decoration. And they were part of a lesson on character today at the Spanish Immersion School in New Hope. The men are in the Twin Cities for the National Medal of Honor Convention.
If you are planning to watch the presidential debate on Sunday night, why not view it on the big screen? Regal Theaters in Brooklyn Center will air the second debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump live on the big screen at 8 o'clock Sunday night. The Regal Entertainment Group is showing the debate at 206 of its theaters nationwide as a way to bring alternative content to the big screen. Coming up, how Purple Pride is taking over a Brooklyn Park cornfield.
And then later in sports, it's a great battle as Maple Grove looks to knock off defending state champ Anoka in boys soccer.
But first, chilly on Saturday, a little bit warmer on Sunday. We'll be right back. This month at Hennepin County Libraries, teenagers can fill out a waiver and have library fines under $10 canceled. The library is offering this incentive for teenagers in grades 6 through 12 during October, which is Teen Read Month. Organizers say this is one way to keep teens engaged in library programs and services.
We want to remove that barrier so that they can use their card and access the resources and make connections during the school year and support their success.
The library says teens still are actively checking out books, plus using the library for homework help and participating in workshops. Well, you have no doubt noticed that the leaves are beginning to change and there is a crisp feel in the air.
That means it's time for harvest and fall festivals. Neil Persley highlights a big one going on now in Weekend Showcase.
Every year, Bert Bauman engages in some fairly complex agricultural artistry, designing a corn maze with a relevant Minnesota theme for the Twin Cities Harvest Festival and Maze just off Highway 169 in Brooklyn Park. Past years have highlighted the Minnesota Twins, the Minnesota Wild. Sensing a trend here? I wonder what this year's theme could be.
We have the best stadium in America. We are working with the Vikings, and we are featuring U.S. Bank Stadium.
Now, if you're in the maze, you'll see this. But from above,
they created a logo especially to celebrate this occasion, and we use that exactly logo is printed right in our field here.
The corn maze is fun to go through with stadium trivia points at stops along the way. But the corn maze is just the beginning. There's live music, food, and of course there's the giant slide and bouncy, jumpy things.
The strawberry maze is always a big hit.
Boy howdy, there's a petting zoo with some really cool critters.
And this year we have a parakeet cage. So the people will be able to feed the parakeets and they will be able to be very enclosed area where they are.
They'll come right up to you.
We have the must-have corn pit. That's the funnest place you can have.
For all the cool stuff Bert has out here, I still love the corn pit the best. These beautiful autumn days are perfect to bring the family out for some Harvest Festival fun. And you can pick up your pumpkins while you're at it. From the Twin Cities Harvest Festival and Maze, I'm Neil Persley, 12 News.
Neil found his way out of the corn pit eventually. The Twin Cities Harvest Festival in Maze is open every weekend 10 to 6, plus they're open the Thursday and Friday of MEA weekend as well. And for more information, you can go to twincitiesmaze.com. Well, coming up, a Brooklyn Park priest who has given a vow to running.
But first, highlights from the Section 5 girls tennis tournament. John Jacobson has that and much more coming up next in sports.
Armstrong and Champlin Park met twice in the same week, late in the regular season in girls tennis, with Armstrong winning each. They met up again with more at stake in the Section 5AA quarterfinals. At number 1 doubles, Champlin Park's Olivia Stensved serves. Her partner Stacy Smith puts away the volley. They beat Caitlin Moe and Marissa Weller. Armstrong serving at second doubles. Champlin Park's Maddie Prusman hustles to get to it and splits the Armstrong duo for a point. Prusman and Alyssa Konzett beat Sarah Applin and Adi Brushaber. The Rebels sweep the doubles. Singles is a different story, though. Armstrong's Nicole Snezhko in the near court with a good forehand on the way to a 6-2, 6-4 win over Allie Kelly at 1 singles. Second singles, Armstrong's Elizabeth Van Heest in the near court. Lauren Witt comes to the net, but Van Heest beats her with a passing shot here on the way to a win. Armstrong needs all of the singles points, and they get it done. Mallory Leighton uses the net to her advantage on the way to beating Acacia Randall, and the Falcons win 4-3. The news not as good, though, in the semifinals Friday morning for Armstrong. They fall to top seed Delano 7-0. The other semifinal in Section 5AA today matched Wayzata against Anoka, who had knocked off Maple Grove in the quarterfinals. Sam Stevenson serving for Wayzata in the first singles match against Anoka's Morgan House, and after they trade shots, Stevenson with a forehand winner down the line, and she breezes to a 6-love win. Number 2 singles, Ava Marco in the far court for the Trojans against Michaela Weischer. Marco will come in with a volley to the corner and then takes the point with another touch volley, and she wins her match. Number 1 doubles play, it's Sydney Stern with the serve for Wayzata. Her partner Grace Jacobson puts it away, and they beat Anoka's Alyssa Wicks and Brooke Holloway. Number 2 doubles match, it's Isabel Binger serving. Sylvia Revor will put away the volley, and Wayzata wins this match as well, and they take all the matches. They win 7-0, and they'll face Delano for the section title Monday afternoon. In Section 6AA, Hopkins is the number 3 seed, and the Royals are now into the semifinals. They hosted 6-seeded Apple Valley in the quarterfinals. At number 1 singles play, Hopkins sophomore Maddie Sook with a good deep serve and follows up with a nice forehand at the net. That's returned long. Sook having a good season. She goes on to win her match at 1 singles. Sydney Midlar receiving serve, a 3rd singles for Hopkins. She'll get a solid return for a point. And another win for Hopkins. Second singles play, Rachel Kelly in the far court for Hopkins. A couple good volleys here before Kelly hits the passing backhand shot for a winner. On to first doubles play, Lillian Langhaus and Bergen Flom in the far court for Hopkins. The Eagles duo, though, the Apple Valley pair, will win this point. Later in the match, it's Langus and Bergen who will win a point with a nice shot between the Apple Valley players. Hopkins wins 6-1. They'll face Eastview in the section semifinals Tuesday morning in Lakeville. Top-seeded Edina meets Benilde St. Margaret's in the other semi. The regular season is winding down in boys soccer. Maple Grove's played well down the stretch, but we're looking to bounce back from a loss to Andover as they hosted defending state champion Anoka. First half, Anoka's Blake Doyle fighting his way to the front of the net. Danny Gumont pops in the rebound, and it's 1-0 Tornadoes. Less than 30 seconds left in the first half. Ryan DuBois, Maple Grove, getting control of the corner kick, buries a low shot, and that levels the score at 1. Still 1-1 in the second half when DuBois gets a great goal, saves the ball from going over the end line, then dribbles through the Anoka defense, beats the keeper, put the Crimson on top. Tornadoes do get a corner kick with under 10 seconds to play. It's a mad scramble in front of the Crimson net, but Anoka can't put it away. Maple Grove wins. They'll host Breck on Saturday. Live football Friday night on Channel 12. Champlin Park at Totino Grace at 7.
All right. Thanks a lot, John. In Local Vote 2016, we wrap up our look at the candidates running for Osseo School Board.
We've heard from 8 of the 10 candidates so far this week. Today it's incumbent Linda Etim, who has served 2 previous terms on the board.
Hi, I'm Linda Etim, and I am seeking re-election to the Osseo School District School Board, where it has been an honor and privilege to serve. I seek re-election to continue the great work that we have been doing, including the significant gains we have made in narrowing the academic achievement gap and ensuring that all students have the opportunity to succeed. We also pride ourselves on our efforts to maintain safe schools and fiscal responsibility. We still have work to do and have taken on several tasks to enhance our efforts, including our work with the National Urban Alliance on the Academic Achievement Gap, a facilities maintenance project to ensure that our school buildings are sound and safe, and an increase in school social workers to provide services that will enhance student safety. I look forward to continuing my service, and thank you for this opportunity.
One more candidate was invited, but Jesse Winkler could not come in to record a profile. Still ahead, a run with a church's blessing.
And we will meet the Brooklyn Park priest who is running the Twin Cities Marathon. We'll be right back.
This weekend, a Brooklyn Park priest will cross one item off his bucket list.
And he will do it with the help of his congregation, too. Father Paul Tracy of St. Vincent de Paul Catholic Church committed 18 months ago to running his first marathon. He went to pick up his race packet earlier today. Father Paul had 60 parishioners training with him for the journey, and 19 people hope to cross the finish line with him in the Twin Cities Marathon on Sunday. The group was called Fit for the Father.
It's been great to get to know a different group of parishioners, and you know, you have hours together running, so you get some great conversations, and you can kind of go deep on just getting to know them a little bit better.
When Father Paul started running, he only ran 30 seconds at a time. The theme verse for their training group is fittingly Psalm 26:2, which includes the words, "Test me, Lord." So we will see. Good luck to that whole group
You'll get
on
a
Sunday.
test. He's come a long way already, it
yes,
sounds like.
that's right. Good luck to everybody, and that does it for us. Thanks for joining us.
Have a good weekend.